Ekuya was subsequently admitted at a psychiatric hospital and was diagnosed with postpartum depression. Ekuya's mother had to step in to care for both baby and mother.
I was so worried seeing my daughter in that state. In the night, she would talk to herself, sometimes about the bad things her husband did to her during the pregnancy.
Ashefo memo bibia kwa basron konkra e de Spade TV so aha say Kasapreko unity in diversity ene mepesi esuade kakra eko depression ho na say onim say depression no e wo mu nchiche mbebre ene de ne ye ko paternity depression ho na yenua baby owo ya postpartum depression chi no ma chese oja ne ba ho a chese na obi aka say sebia alokre adena tia afaso nyina no obechirechirem timpese wonso a wo fie no onya brene adaje na otumehwe na wonso oti bibia ase mame na ansa na no mepese yekoje abo afon krato every Sabel healthcare MRCs ya
Hello abusiafo bo sunburst medicated powder na honyo form hey say wona mani nso aso ne esisiw na gugu ni atoto e be ko ama ho ato odo eti what na ho ama wan ye say ekro odo sekakarere eyam ekro ajo ni pedo ya boso eno nie sunburst medicated ointment e be boaw
maposo ni hunam nyina tutumi
ni Pedro biye onia ment na ho ma honam ya enwu wanim ase waposo complain nyina etso betwa koto sunburst herbal balm ye from mama sunburst products edutwem
obenya sunburst products our pharmacies any herbal shops name to phone friend 0554 907 393 FDA agidwadi enkratuo yatum
me mama kwaba se ne medi kan se ne de say mental health ne nema no ene ebo awura depression mu na depression brofo ne ye de obo oni onima say my depressed my anxious my say me pese me kan se ne depression ase kire party na me de asem na nkasa besom. Depression is an illness characterized by persistent sadness and a loss of interest in activities that you normally enjoy, accompanied by inability to carry out daily activities for at least 2 weeks. Nature say, obo ho as a bibo ho no ani je ho pa, bi ho a chese wo nkonya ho. As all of the sudden na wani ji enimu bio. Peso be pie kura mani pe hu asa rehuo bia be hye wakoma mu ma wankasa wonim bebi efri etu bia wo hu bebi efri o but onye hu wia no abusa senti ade we na ma me ra ho sa no na chese ankura bata bebre ye den eka ho na se ne me ka se postpartum depression no echi ye nua ba a o 33 years ye frɛ no efua afa edu o ye teacher ni na echi no akoba ese wogya ne ba no okura mankaka kitikitiki nka ode ne ho ka nwura amabusuafo ne asofo bebre den ebe mu no bi be ka se brofo dududu eno no ase a kire sen o se me ka se depression ye o ma horo bebre na we ne ye bo awura awuom obu a otumi wo wie na ne sinyina adwiri obu otumi wo wie na wanya stroke obu a otumi wo wie ne ma bebre na we no wo wie no eno nya sa postpartum depression no na mpese me kire postpartum depression no meaning ye pa say you call postpartum depression is a type of depression that happens after having a baby. Nature say eno ne ya wom se ne medin kankan no it affects up to 15% of people. People with postpartum depression experience emotional highs and lows, frequent crying, fatigue, guilt, anxiety, and they may have trouble caring for their baby. Postpartum depression can be treated with medication and counseling. Nature say ne ye ka ho asem no wonya ne be kire se wonya sa yare ni bi ni say wo ho a ase wusu enso obi amo ase wa bre ase wo feel guilty bi wo say ase my yard boni bi anxiety che say otina ntina adwindwin bebre ena afen so sa wo a wo mpese akora no kora mpo no obeso ni mo kora mpa na ase obekọ ne ho we na ye postpartum depression na me pese yenua ba afa edu asem no ebe trendy pa me pese yes domo esuko joy news for ene de ma esom yen ti me enko ti emra na ewia na edi besi ano ho kwan no ya pe no tobre
a few weeks I couldn't sleep. I was just talking because when I asked him how we are going to name the baby, what am I going to wear, even he told me what I'm wearing at that moment, I can use it for the naming ceremony. So that got me thinking. I started talking and saying all the things that had happened in the marriage, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't do anything.
That was how Ekuye's battle with depression started after her first delivery. Just like any new mother, Ekuye was expected to bond with her baby, but that did not happen.
Where we were locked, I could even go to toilet over there without realizing that that's not the right place to even go. I was seeing people as my relatives, like the teachers who taught me at training college. I'll be mentioning some of the nurses' names by those teachers. I was there for about 3 weeks before I was discharged. They explained that it was because of the childbirth that the depression came. At that time, I didn't know I had a baby or something like that. But when my mother comes, she used to come with the baby.
Ekuye was subsequently admitted at a psychiatric hospital and was diagnosed with postpartum depression. Ekuye's mother had to step in to care for both baby and mother.
I was so worried seeing my daughter in that state. In the night, she would talk to herself, sometimes about the bad things her husband did to her during the pregnancy. We were advised by a friend to take her to the psychiatric hospital. For 3 weeks while she was on admission, I was the one taking care of the baby.
But in Africa, there is scarcity of data on women living with the condition. While postpartum depression is a major health issue for many women from diverse cultures, this condition often remains undiagnosed. According to health experts, there is no established cause of postpartum depression. Dr. Erica Dixon is clinical psychologist at the 37 Military Hospital.
It is a serious problem because it affects not just the individual who is feeling unwell, but a newborn baby. So when this woman is feeling unhappy, has very low mood, has lost interest, does not want to see their baby. Most women, especially first-time mothers, are excited that they are going to have a baby, they're shopping for the baby and all of that. But this woman is unwell and has no interest whatsoever. And sometimes they get very anxious and jittery around their babies. They are afraid they will hurt the babies. So they don't want to touch them at all. So for most mental health disorders, there's not one single cause. And for mental health disorders in general, there are lots like that. And so it is for postpartum or peripartum depression. The hormonal changes that goes on in the individual, especially if this person has a family history, a predisposition.
In Ghana, as it is with other forms of mental health conditions, some families resort to prayer camps for healing for their loved ones.
We took her to a prayer camp. I used to cry those days because of the state my daughter was in. She was so aggressive and restless during that period, so she had to be changed.
For Ekuye, her time at the prayer camp was the most traumatizing moment of her life.
I thought I didn't belong there, so I had to go. Anytime I get a chance, I'll just walk and then start going. And they will start looking for me and then bringing me back. So it got to a point they had to put handcuffs on my legs. It was painful time. It's like you are lost.
According to Dr. Dixon, this condition could reoccur with subsequent pregnancies. Therefore, therapy and support from the family is very crucial in the recovery of women living with the condition.
It is a risk factor. Because you have had it once, we know that you have the predisposition, and therefore a little more attention would have to be given you to ensure that the milieu within which you are progressing in your pregnancy is more supportive, is less stressful, so that you are not pushed over the edge.
She also believes more awareness would help women suffering from the condition seek early attention.
There's still a whole lot that can be done. Our midwives hold pregnancy schools in the various departments, and this could be one of the topics that is infused in them. In our own facility, we started something like that, and we hope to up our game in educating on these things. So it is just that the women haven't been given the opportunity, but a lot of them have experienced it, and therefore I am sure that when the education goes out, they'll be able to identify with it.
But until that is done, women suffering from postpartum depression will continue wallowing in abject pain and misery.
Nature say, you knew a Ghana has say no, and I be memono. I will hose a woman sense and bebre. Ubu wa pay you funa antida crana bebano. Na bibia den atiafa so. San crofone or moi. Omota kwaje nkola no sebi fetish for na ye aboson sam for no obu onso a eni ye den edinachi tesade na yankurankura bebre nti na otumi kopie mu wo asore bia na omudi chance nyina ye den egu ne nan no se wonya atinka bia mebebo bobosu yi ewo ni pedue mu a eno ne kire se wonyem a ubetumi enya sa postpartum depression bi ne edi nkan thought of harming yourself or your baby. Nature so mo ya abortion no obi enya postpartum depression. It's a banasa na nti nyinsen be me arejeti me dan hwa akure nature se ho na adwendwen ne ba wo ba be depressed nature se wo se okopa aduro ye den e de nyinsen no ana so so wo okra be ka se mami kume ho ana mami nya me ho bibi ne ntumi affect akra no ne to so mienu recurrent thoughts of death or suicide. Wo hwa na wo wu adwene ye den ebebe ba otimi srew se wonyem na se sa ne manema ne bibi bebe ba otimu a ana se yo se commit suicide for bibi hye wo ho akonfo twa wo ho ba bi ne ye mesrew entempa na ko hospital na ne o doctor anko kasa. And a depressed mood for most of the day, nearly every day for the last 2 weeks. Not just a time frame, no, 2 weeks. It's all while when in Joe home, mood swings, just and your money may be in Koye, my mistro. Koneko doctor, yes, sir, Yanko Pan Fefi now what? Ubet me ya raby. And are feeling anxious, guilty, hopeless, scared, panic, or worthless. Just a wangasano. I say, wapa ba watoba ha ase chese wo tete wo ha bibi sha so mesrew wo hu bibi sa ko hu doctor and a difficulty thinking, concentrating, making decision or dealing with everyday situation chese and na ne twatwo no so ye loss of interest or pleasure in most activities nearly every day for the last 2 weeks. Pacho yeni ni tintin bi aka Oyo ba wa fefuru na wo hweme ana so se wo wo kwan so se wo pese wo nya yefunu mesrew at the moment a betra 1 month 2 months nsa ne manema mbobo so nyina kokoso e wo wa adwunu ma mesrew se wo bekwa ko hu doctor na wa anko wo anwie ama sebi adwen na anye den anti free ena adisua de sokode e na mede besom kai se wo be subscribe ama yen e wo YouTube like in the comments and so Spade TV follow ne like e wo Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Hello, abusiafo. But Sunburst medicated powder. Now on your form. Hey, say when a man in swans one yes, see, never good out at all. About cock, I'm a what so.
Or don't. It's what now I'm on why you say. A crow.
Take a career, a yam, a crow, a juniper de aboso, and nunye. Sunburst medicated ointment, a wow.
My possum, to me.
When Pedro be onia, men's na home man when I'm out and woo in the massy. What possible complaining na at so betra, Cotto Sunburst herbal balm. You're from Mama Sunburst. Sunburst products, a duchum.
Obenya Sunburst products, our pharmacies, any herbal shops in them. To phone friend 0551 907 393. FDA, I did Jedi and Kratio Yatum.